Hello, I'm Conrad Bain. Tonight on Different Strokes, we're starting a special two-part show on a very sensitive and important subject. Now, we urge families, children, and parents alike to watch both of these informative episodes and then to discuss the problem presented, which is of deep concern to all of us.
Hey, everybody. So, just like when Dudley almost got molested by Gordon Jump, this, my friends, is a very special episode of whatever we call this almost daily video thing. The reason it's a special episode is because I'm going to tackle a question from a friend, but most of these questions are from friends, so that isn't such a big deal. But I think this one's going to resonate with a lot of people, and perhaps people are going to tell me I'm wrong, and we'll get some conversation going. So Sheldon Levine asks, what advice would you give for someone who feels lost career-wise? Someone who's semi-good at a bunch of things, but still isn't sure what they want to do and what they'll flourish the most doing. So this is a great question, and if I was Gary Vee, my answer would be simple. It'd be find your passion and make it a career out of it.
I'm convinced that the only thing that kept me going was that I loved what I did. You've got to find what you love, and that is as true for work as it is for your lovers. Your work is going to fill a large part of your life, and the only way to be truly satisfied is to do what you believe is great work. And the only way to do great work is to love what you do.
Thing is, I'm not Gary, and I think that's actually bad advice. I believe you shouldn't take your hobby or your passion and make it your career.
My name is Faye, short for Phenomenon Reed Esquire, and I am a lawyer. I own one of the largest law practices in Orlando, but I do not let that define me, because I am also a cake designer, a Zumba instructor, a foot model, a certified CPA, and an aspiring taxidermist. I killed this bitch myself.
Because no matter how much you love your job, one day you won't. And here's why I say this. About 15 years ago, I had a comic book publishing company. We released lots of books. Some weren't very good. Some were, okay. But I dove into this thing because I loved comic books, and I thought the advice of love what you do seemed really sound and made perfect sense. So my company, it was successful by my standards. We had, one of our stories was optioned for a movie that with Fox that never got made. I created, characters I created appeared in the TV show Entourage, the TV show Yes Dear, as well as the 2008 superhero parody movie, appropriately titled Superhero Movie. But most importantly, I was able to pay my bills doing something in an industry that I really loved and doing something I really loved. So my comic book days taught me most of what I'm known for now, because I didn't have a boss to say I couldn't do something a certain way. And I was incredibly thirsty to make this thing work. So I took huge chances with my marketing because, I was an unknown title competing with Spider-Man. So when you couple that with the fact that I made really great friends that I still love dearly today, I'm very fond of my time spent in comics. The only thing I don't love anymore is comics. So I didn't get too cool for school or outgrow comics. I just hustled so hard to build that business and make a living that I burned out and had to move on. And part of burning out really meant leaving comics behind.
The happiest I've ever been was when I turned away from success. You got to remember, because you're young, but you got to realize that it's really important to quit. My hope for you is that you never stop quitting. Maybe Oprah is happy, but to me she always seems like a sad lady with still some anger issues to work out. What I want to tell you is this: never be afraid to say no to the cacophony of morons who will tell you to grow up and get a real job. I can smell some parents' stomach acid from here. But trust me, Oprah ain't that happy in that jet. I've driven in them. It's not that rad. Fly commercial, go green. Also, don't be around people who don't treat you right. And if you want to be happy, do something nice, but do it kind of anonymously. Don't be a big shot about it. Oh, this isn't really that life-changing, but stay away from people who high-five and call you bro when they're not a sibling.
So this experience taught me to not make your passion your career, because ultimately I lost that thing that originally got me excited to start the company. My passion for comic books is gone to a certain extent. So I'm of the belief that you should really love what you do and like what you do and find something you could be happy doing, but don't make it your life and don't give up your hobbies. So this doesn't mean that you shouldn't work 18 hours a day if that's your thing. I certainly do that a lot. But, I'll start over. This has nothing to do with like work-life balance, because I'm not even 100% sure work-life balance is possible. But I do believe you should look outside of your career for love and long-term happiness. I love art. I love reading. I love my friends. I love watching movies in my bathtub alone, and sometimes not alone. So all these things make me happy and inspire me to do better work, but they're completely separate from the work. So when you ask, what should you do? I'd say try a few different things. Find something that you really enjoy, a role that you look forward to getting out of bed in the morning for, because that could be working for yourself or that could be working for someone else. But don't expect your job to make you happy. Be happy outside of your job, and look after yourself. And this might be a controversial statement. I don't really think so, but it's the sad reality that you owe your employer 100% of your energy, 100% of your effort, and 100% of your attention. But in reality, they don't owe you anything in return except for a paycheck.
Listen, I'm gonna go. It's been really nice talking to both of you guys.
Absolutely. The pleasure's all on this side of the table, trust me.
Good luck with your layoffs, all right? I hope your firings go really well.
Okay. Excellent. Great. Wow.
And that's okay, because if you set yourself up where you're not looking for happiness inside of your work, you're looking to be happy, but you're not looking for complete happiness, then it's okay if you don't get anything in return. So I don't know if I really answered your question. I know I went sort of more on a personal tangent and told you a little bit about me and why I'm a little bitter. But to say what should you be doing in your life, you should be trying a bunch of different things. You should be getting out there. You should be experimenting and figuring out what makes you happy. But again, like I said, don't make your job your passion. Make it the reason you sustain life. It's like work to live, don't live to work kind of thing. All right, guys, I don't know if you're still sticking around, but please, if you have questions, keep sending them my way. Put them in the comments of this video, email them to me, and we'll be back real soon with another question.
Mr. Horton, now where's Dudley? Arnold told us that he was here.
Look, I don't understand. Was this some kind of joke, Mr. Drum?
Stay with him.
Wait a minute, man. You can't go back there!
Dudley? Dudley, where are you? Maybe he's in here.
Mr. Drum, it might be better if I looked in there first.
Dudley, are you okay?
Oh, Mr. Drummond, am I glad to see you. Boy, I sure feel goofy.
Did Mr. Horton give you anything, Dudley?
A pill. He said it'd make me feel good.